Hello, Al Pals. This is Big Al. Welcome to Big Al Presents Films with Friends. The film is Godzilla, King of the Monsters, the 1956 Americanized version of 1954's Gojira from Japan. The only difference is a little shorter. They slide in Raven Burr for the American audiences. Uh, but there's some other stuff that kind of goes on there. But that is the film. There's been a lot of talk about doing this film for a long time. Finally pulled the trigger. And so we're going to be doing Godzilla King of the Monsters, the original gateway kaiju drug from my childhood. Uh, that is the film. The friends are, of course, the Pacellis. Let's start with the nicest looking Pacelli. How you doing, Troy?
Aw,
No, just
Troy,
kidding.
I said
Yeah, she was expecting that.
Ooh, slide. Yeah, let's start with Troy because I usually start with the net. How you doing, Troy?
Okay.
What you drinking? I am drinking. Actually, I'm out of drink. I gotta reload. With some Cheerwine Zero, actually.
There you go. We'd been talking about that. Glad you're able to find some.
Yeah, I got a little gift from the professor last weekend. He brought me a
Very
12-pack
nice.
of Cheerwine.
I'm having a glass of squirt, but with a little splash of tequila. It's actually a pretty good little mixer. It's nice.
It's got to be a name for that. Got to come up with a name. Squirtito.
Yeah, maybe something like that. I don't know, but
Squirtila. Dum, 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 dum.
I dig it. But,
and the other Pacelli, and the truly best-looking Pacelli, of course,
I have to agree.
Nanette of Netter's Network. How are you doing, my lady? And what dost thou imbibe this evening?
I'm doing great, Al. And apparently it's not a strict tequila night for Troy.
No, it's no, not after last night. I gotta take it easy.
And right now I'm drinking water, but as soon as my Diet Dr. Pepper gets cold, I'll be switching over to that. How are you doing tonight, Al?
I am doing very well, very well. Taking a day at a time. Of course, still Mom's funeral is on March 17th, so
yeah.
Still, I'm sure I'm going to be going up and down a roller coaster in the next few
I would
days.
imagine, yeah.
But also joining us, our special guest, because he begged if I ever had Godzilla.
Because he begged.
I'm joking around.
He
I'm
begged.
joking. I was going to invite him anyway because I know he is a huge kaiju fan like I am, and I'll tell him later that we got something coming up in June. I think he'll want to join us with as well. But we have Wolf 10 Media. How are you doing, sir? And are you drinking anything?
I am drinking Monster.
Well, there you go. That's appropriate.
Very appropriate. Ooh, cheer wine.
I might be hyper tonight.
But yeah, it's Godzilla King of the Monsters. As I said, it's the gateway kaiju drug of my childhood. It's the one that started it all. I'm not sure if it was actually the first one I ever saw, but it is the
first chronologically.
The granddaddy of the kaiju films, of course, from Gojira from 1954, which is kind of an analogous of the Hiroshima bomb and Nagasaki and the hydrogen bombs and kind of the dangers of the atomic age at the time, and a lot of giant monster movies, both Japan and America and other places, during the atomic age. I mean, in America we had like Them and Tarantula and the Deadly Mantis and other ones like that.
Beast from 20,000 Fathoms.
Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. Yeah, there's a ton. I mean, God, you could do a whole year just on giant monster movies.
Think about this, though. 1954, 1956. Everyone that worked on this film probably lived through, the bombs being dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Oh yeah, I mean,
so that was in their mind.
Oh, definitely. And like like I said, with the Hiroshima, the imagery of Hiroshima, which I think they use in this,
I would imagine.
is quite shocking
Mm-hmm.
and very poignant. Uh, as I mean, especially considering, of course, it was a Japanese film, and they were the ones that had to live through the only nuclear attack ever done in a time of war.
Yeah.
And it's never been used since, though it's definitely been threatened, and because we're closer now than probably ever.
Right.
But, except for the Cuban Missile Crisis, uh, with what's going on. But yeah, let's start with our special guest, Wolfie. When did you first find your love of kaiju and big giant monsters?
Son of Godzilla.
Oh, little Godzuki, as I used to call him. I don't know where that Godzuki.
It's
But
Minya.
it's Minya. I know it's Minya, but there was
I
a
did not know
Godzuki
that.
thing going around. Yeah, Minya is the son of Godzilla. Actually, not really his son, kind of adopted.
Makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah, he just kind of showed up one day, and Godzilla kind of came along and was like, okay. And he kind of adopted him. And
Not my official gateway. It was really this movie.
yeah, this one is probably not only the first. It's the best because let's face it, after say Godzilla versus King Kong, things get pretty wacky in the Godzilla universe.
Yeah, they sure do.
Especially in like the late 60s, early 70s, when Godzilla gets those big.
You want me to break down the eras?
You can. You probably know them better than I do. I know. I mean, I know basically, but I couldn't do it chronologically.
So the one where things get weird, especially in the middle, is the Shoujo era. Sorry, the Showa era.
Showa, yeah, Showa.
When things start becoming more serious, that's the Heisei era. Then they couldn't figure out what began to start with this era, which is the Millennium. And then we also have the Legendary era, which is American film.
Yeah, the Legendary ones. Thank God when America finally got it right, doing doing Godzilla justice as opposed to that. When was the one Matthew Broderick, like 98? 98. Oh God.
That was in between Showa. Sorry, no, that was actually in the middle of Heisei, going close to the Millennium.
Yeah, and they've since adopted the American Godzilla. They call him Zilla though, and he's actually appeared in what was it? Was it SOS?
Final Wars.
Final Wars. Okay, yeah, I couldn't remember. I get lost in the newer ones because a lot of the imagery is very similar.
Final Wars capped off Millennium until Legendary picked it back up.
Yeah, and of course now they've recreated again as Shin Godzilla, which I think they're doing a sequel to. And,
that's dead in the water.
Oh, it's dead now.
Currently, it's dead in the water. There's concept art, but there's nothing.
Godzilla will rise again. Trust me. I'm in Japan. I do believe. I think Legendary will also show up again, but I think
rumor has it they are making some
Japanese
series.
Godzilla will appear again. I don't know if they're going to reboot or not. Well, I'm trying to think of the final Godzilla film that they did that wasn't Shin Godzilla. Do you know offhand? I could look it up, but
I'm sorry. Repeat the question.
Really the last Japanese Godzilla film that's not Shin Godzilla. Was it Final Wars?
It was Final Wars.
Okay, and that
was technically the last one.
That's the one where he basically just kind of walks off victorious, right, with his son.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The recreated Minya.
Yeah. Which is much more Godzilla-like. Minya was kind of
chunky.
Yeah, well, okay. I say this in all due respect. He's kind of like Baby Yoda.
I didn't mind Minya so much, though I do prefer Baby.
I do like. Oh yeah, Baby was cute. I remember that one. That was from
Maybe it was the Gohan of the Heisei era.
yeah, he was cute. But yeah, Minya, I was never a big Minya fan, especially because he was in the most horrible Godzilla movie of all time, the one with that frickin' kid, where it was all
You
in
talking
his
about
mind.
Godzilla's Revenge or
Yeah,
Destroy All Monsters?
that was terrible.
Or was it All
Godzilla.
Monsters
I think
Attack?
it was. I think it's Godzilla's Revenge,
No, no.
where they
The,
had the
the the original title was All Monsters Attack.
all monsters attack. Yeah, that was
Mhm.
terrible. Oh God, I hate that. And
Yeah, in
it's not.
America, it's
I
called
mean,
Godzilla's Revenge.
the kaiju stuff is fun, but that little kid had to go. Yeah, I'm sorry. We need. There's got to be an edit somewhere of Godzilla's Revenge minus that damn kid.
There, you would have to check out the YouTuber called Big Action Bill. He's got a lot to say about that movie, and I can't wait
Yeah,
for his take on his retake on it, because he's again I said in the back room, he's taking all of his old 5-minute videos and started making more 20-minute longer videos, since the recent ones that he's made have reached over
yeah,
20 minutes. He can now say more. He's got a lot of people backing him
yeah.
too, giving them background information too about movies. So check him out.
Cool.
Big Action
And
Bill.
speaking of people, let's welcome the Owl Pals who are with us in chat tonight, minus all of us who have done stuff. We have Daniel Heron, the Birdman himself. How are you doing, sir? With a big Godzilla. We have Sir Torin Clegane.
Godzilla.
Sir Torin Clegane. That one didn't come out. Sliding Raymond Burr into anything is a difficult task. You need some heavy duty butter for that. Hey, he was pretty slender in this film. This is before he got all chunky. He's a little more smooth, Raymond Burr, in this one.
I expect him to just start lawyering.
Yeah.
Perry Mason.
We have Matthew Flynn, who has joined us. Thank you for joining us, sir. And I think that's everyone who isn't, of course, on screen.
And I do see Sir Torin and Matthew Flynn in Discord. So obviously, once we get started, give me a sound check and let me know.
Yeah, higher up in the chat, there is a YouTube link for Godzilla. The beginning is a little different. And since we're about to start, I'm going to tell you how we're going to do this. Mine starts with absolutely nothing at the beginning. It starts right with that big drum beat. Boom. If you guys know what I mean. So it's like after
the circle with Criterion Collection?
Yeah, after all that stuff, there's like a dark screen and you hear a boom, but some of them there's actually a logo when you hear a boom. Mine doesn't have a logo in front, it just says boom. It just, you hear that drum beat, and that's at about the half a second to second mark on mine. So if you get to that first drum beat right before, you hear the roar and see the titles. So that's where we're going to start. It's on that, basically on that first drum beat. So I'm starting at zero, basically at zero. Mine got a new.
Is it the one with Janus on it?
That's the one that's on YouTube. Janus.
Yeah, I'm on that. I'm on the Janus films. Do you want me to go to the symbol real quick?
Yeah. You can listen to it.
Or you can go to Discord and watch it on Troy's.
Yeah. Do you have the same version I do, right? Just what starts right with a drum beat.
Ours is at 26 seconds. It almost looks like a big eye.
No, I got the one that's got the Trans World release, and then I'm trying to get past that to the boom.
Yeah, there's a boom in there, like on one of the title things. Mine doesn't. Mine has a blank screen, and you hear the boom. Right before the water disrupts, and you hear the roar, and you see Godzilla King of Monsters title.
Okay, I'm past the first boom.
Okay, well, get to the first.
I'm trying to get there. Give me just a second.
Okay, take time. Take time.
I'm where it's a black sun right now.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Where's my drink? Oh, there it is.
I'm so excited. The suspense is killing me. I hope it'll last.
Yeah.
Okay, Wolfie Wonka.
I gotta say, I can't really count how many times I watched this movie as a kid, because I borrowed it from a friend of the family.
Darn it.
And it also had Godzilla versus Mothra, and I believe it also had Godzilla's Revenge.
Okay. I'm ready
One of
when
my-
you are.
One of my guilty pleasures, I will say, is Godzilla versus Megalon because it's got Jet Jaguar and it's got the famous drop kick.
Jet Jaguar. Jet
Jet
Jaguar.
Jaguar. Okay, everybody ready?
Yep.
Yep.
3,
I'm
2,
ready.
1, go. Boom. Boom.
Reminds me of Akira.
Boom. Okay, now we're going to see bubbling water. Godzilla, King of the Monsters! And the roar. The famous Godzilla roar.
I was gonna
the
say
original.
that's very iconic.
Oh, there's a ton of iconic things. I mean, this is Tokyo.
Do you guys
I do
want to
like.
hear some trivia?
Yeah.
Sure, always. That's what we do.
Do you want to know how they made that roar?
Sure.
Oh, I know how they did, but go ahead.
Rubber glove rubbed against a cello
Yep.
string specifically.
Huh.
In a hollow
Slowly.
area, and then slowed down.
Mm-hmm.
And it was
Yeah,
a
Matt knew
resin
he lived
coated
through.
leather glove.
That's the Mothra theme.
So Raymond Burr, of course, famous for his years as Perry Mason. There was a lot of people. Oh, Metanui's with us. Hello, sir. Welcome.
I remember him being that bloody when I was a kid. Maybe they censored that out.
Yeah. Earlier, Matthew Flynn was making a joke on the MeWe group. He was saying he thinks instead he's going to watch the original Japanese version, but then he'll have to skip around and he'll get all confused.
Yeah. Like I said, I debated whether to watch this or Gojira.
Yeah.
I just thought this to me was more iconic, more fun, more in my zone. We could do Gojira one day, but
crazy? You want to watch 3 hours of Gojira?
What?
Do you realize how long Gojira is?
It's not that long.
I know. I'm just saying. Like
Gojira's not that long. It's really not.
It felt long. Not that I was bored by it. I just saying like I was intrigued by it when I got around to seeing it now that I was like in my 20s. I happened upon on TCM. I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch this, and I'm like just watching. I was like, I checked the time. I was like, feels like 3 hours just went. Oh my goodness, child
I will
crying.
say when you have to read, when you have to read a lot during a film, it does kind of do it. No, Gojira is only 96 minutes. It's about 16 minutes longer than this film.
Oh yeah. Maybe the scenes make it feel longer. Lingering shots.
You know what?
Dialogue.
Raymond Burr makes time fly, man. Really does. There was a rumor that he did all of his work in one day. That's fake. He was 6 days that he did this because they had to change set. And I tell you, as a kid, I never noticed that the pattern on her shirt is different.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, the actress playing Emiko is a very nice looking woman.
Mm-hmm.
Momoko Koji, and she was also in Godzilla versus Destroya, which was her last film.
Yep.
I remember when I saw that film and I saw her and I'm like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually Emiko.
Sadly, some time ago, she did pass away due to cancer.
Mm-hmm. The 50s when cigarettes were
Yeah, ubiquitous.
just there, nobody cared. Oh, I can't smoke now. God forbid some kid sees somebody smoking and want to smoke. Daddy, I want a cigarette now.
That's the least of my problems. Really,
I
it's
want to be
it's
I
always
want to be cool like Steve Martin, which always freaked me out after I knew Steve Martin, the comedian, that the character on here was also Steve Martin.
Oh yeah, yeah.
no.
When you're
What really bugs
when
me
you're old,
in
like
my
when I was,
experience,
it just kind of freaked me out.
I just point out in my experience when it comes to people smoking around me, they always ask first, and I'm like, no, I'm just gonna move where the wind's blowing to avoid the smoke. You can smoke around me. Relax.
Yeah.
For context, I have asthma.
At least they
They always
asked
ask me,
you.
does it bother you? Would you say, Mapa Chelly?
Smoke
So at
on
least
the
they asked you. Most
water.
of the time, they would just light up, and it's like, would you mind not smoking around me because I'm allergic?
Oh yeah.
Little SOS action. If everybody knows Morse code, SOS. God, I love them old time planes, man. I think it's like tough
Mm-hmm.
looking.
Miniatures, man. Papa Chelly. Matt
Yeah.
is saying the film is a bit choppy.
Oh, let me see what I can do, if anything.
It still gets me like the hat thing in the 50s and 40s and stuff like that. I wonder if some of
I
these
miss
guys
the
were the
subdued
ones
type of
that,
conversations.
yeah. I wonder if some of these two were also one of some of the ones that did voiceovers. Because
Mm-hmm.
famously, you know who the famous actor is who does a couple voices, including Serizawa? Anybody know? James
I
Hong.
have no clue. All
James
right.
Hong. Yeah, the guy who played in Last Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh yeah.
They
I know what you're
they
talking
bought
about.
a lot, yeah, they bought a lot of them into a room and gave them the script, and they just had everybody read, and then they just plugged in the voices where they wanted or what fit.
Torrance says most of my mother's friends and my aunts smoked around me without thinking twice. My mom, on the other hand, would tell me to stay out of the room. There was a time where I almost drunk a cup of beer at 5 years old.
I did drink a cup of beer when I was 5 years old. My
Naughty,
My mom,
naughty.
uncles were fun.
my
God rest
my
his
grandmother
fucking
stopped
soul.
me though, because my dad told me to go have one, and I straight up reached for it, and my grandma was like, "No, don't you dare touch that." I was a very
Yeah,
obedient child.
my my uncles were very free with giving kids beer.
Now my mom, on the other hand, she always say, "Stay out of grown folks' business," and I just walk away.
Okay, guys, I'm trying a different sharing method. So if you guys are in the Discord, go ahead and drop out of Discord and join me over on Cosme. And again, let me know if everything's coming through clearly and you're hearing the sound okay and everything. If this works, I think this is the way I'm going to go in the future.
I didn't have my first beer till I was 24.
Really?
I
Wow.
was very adamant about listening to Dare, Say No to Drugs.
See, I grew up well before that. So
When I
Yeah,
it's
that
was
was
like,
all.
9, my sister gave me a glass of Boone's Farm apple wine. We were at a party. She didn't feel like watching me, so she gave me this glass of wine. I got sleepy, fell asleep, and she was able to party. But then she had to kind of explain to my mom why I was so loopy.
yeah, Boone's Farm was some of the good cheap wines. Boone's Farm, Mad Dog 2020,
I don't think
Wild
mom
I
appreciated it much.
what one? Wild Irish Rose, I think was another one.
It was Boone's Farm apple.
I had my first time mixing light and dark.
Sir Torrin Clegane says, try much better.
So are you over on the Cosme? Is that what? Oh, you must be because I don't see you in the Discord anymore. So okay, good.
I assume so. Yeah, I drank white wine and dark wine at the same time, and I was out. My friend's then girlfriend, now wife, had to constantly check to see if I was breathing because I sleep so softly that you can never tell that I was alive or not. Like my chest would heave so slowly and so lightly. So she would check every once in a while to see if I'm still alive.
First time I ever got drunk, I had a toothache, and my mother gave me some kind of fruit brandy. I think it was like blackberry brandy or something, and I got pretty out there, but I didn't feel that tooth.
My mom mentioned one time my auntie had put alcohol in our gums when me and my brother were teething.
Oh, yeah, mom used to use whiskey on her pinky, put over her gums. That's
Yeah.
the way they did it back then.
Survivors. They always wear those headbands.
I will come off ignorant trying to explain those headbands. But
I know
speculation would
it's like
be
a culture,
that's
just a thing they,
yes, well they're the working class. It's
Yeah.
kind of how they symbolize the working class.
See, a good effective way of relating what's going on rather than dubbing everything is just have him do the narrative.
Saves a lot of money too.
Yeah. He's just doing narration and you don't have to worry about knowing Japanese. Oh, sometimes it would be helpful. Like right now.
I'm pretty sure Bart's
It was a
gonna
very
explain what
choppy
he just
ship
said.
ride. I did not get my lunch. We're so sorry for that, sir. We will give you a refund.
I feel like he could fit into a Universal Monster movie. Avert your eyes. There are topless women in the background.
That kid there, the young one,
Uh-huh.
this is the only film he ever did. I think
Huh.
he did other stuff, but it's the only motion picture he ever did.
We have Alec Pardo here.
Hey, Alec, how you doing?
Alec, no, you're not too late. If you don't own the
Ah.
movie or you want to be caught
Godzilla has
up,
not shown his face yet.
Troy has dropped a link for Cosme.
Yeah. If you jump into that link that I shared, just 3 comments up, Alec, you'll be, right where we're at.
Heading to Odo Island.
Why don't you try getting the body out of the water before you start yanking at him?
Well, they're the Japanese. That's what they do. They yank at things.
Yeah, but he's still in the water. Take him out of the water.
You're right.
Yeah,
They
slapping
don't
him ain't
slap
going to
him.
help either.
I guess it did because he's awake now.
It's like,
Well,
let me
not
shake him some
anymore.
more because then, he'll live.
Make me flash back to Pui Tang. Liberté! Liberté!
Hey, Joshua V.
All right. What's up,
If you
dude?
go 5
It's been a
comments
long
up,
time,
you
man.
can click on the link to Cosme and join us in where Troy's streaming.
Love them old time helicopter. I love old time stuff.
Troy Torrance speaking about audio issues.
Okay, so here's I don't know what to do. What I could do is I'm not entirely certain how, because I have the microphone muted. I have my camera off.
Is there another volume control in there?
So Masri is saying too much sake. I've only had sake once in my life.
Torrance seen Pui Tang. You let the ladies go get between you and the belt. I think it could be my audio that's picking up the feedback. Let me lower it down a bit.
I always love it when they
Oh, this
bring
is
in
my
the
favorite
native
part.
dancing.
One of my favorite parts. I like this part.
Yeah, I always like because Mothra does it too with the islanders that Mothra lives on. And I love those little pixie girls.
Masura, yeah.
Mothra.
Masura. By the way, that's my wife's favorite movie, the Mothra movies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what doesn't get enough credit are the newer Mothra movies, ones from the 80s, 90s.
Oh yeah.
They're fun. They're kind of fun. A little more fantasy. Because I like the Pixies when they ride the little teeny Mothra.
We call those moths.
Oh, the show version. You thought the show version.
Yeah, my favorite, of course, is Gamera. Other than Godzilla, I love Gamera.
Was Gamera
I like the
the turtle?
Yeah.
Yeah, many
I like
movies
the
say,
Heisei
Rebirth of
Gamera.
Mothra 2 is such a weird movie. They are weird movies. They are. They're a lot of fun, though.
And of course, and that's it's blocking me. I could be a few seconds behind you guys.
I would not want to be in a tent during a big storm.
Yeah, I can see that.
You mind giving me a timestamp real quick?
I don't know if it'll help. I'm at 1842. The storm is just starting.
Yeah, that's about right.
Waves crashing onto the beach. Now back to them and the thing, and tree just got knocked over.
All right, I'm
They're
there.
inside.
the tent's coming down.
Yep. There goes the tent. Grab onto the trees. They're in their underwear.
I do have to say, though, it was pretty clever the way that they worked in the additional scenes, edited it all together.
It was, like I said, when I was young, you can't really tell.
Right.
God, love that roar.
Right?
Whoop. I see you get that little glimpse of the Godzilla leg. He's just going out for a stroll.
Madanui said, I got them in a box set with most of the Hensai era Godzilla films.
Huh.
Godzilla's hard to find for a while, as is Biolante, and is basically out of print. That is a very light helicopter. Makes me wonder what those banners say.
Sir Torrance said the audio is much better, so whatever you did, it worked.
Yay.
Good, good, good.
He just looks smart for some reason to me. I think it's like just ingrained to me that he was a smart guy as a kid.
Well, you know, he always played a lawyer.
I'm talking about Dr. Yamane.
Oh.
But he doesn't say phenomenon right. It's a phenomenon.
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 More phenomenal.
Nice little body double and camera angle thing. You never know.
Oh yeah.
Now, with all the stuff that's been going on, I would not want to be on a boat.
Right?
The lovely Emiko. I don't see a lot of pipe smokers. Little foreshadowing.
Uh-oh. audio didn't work, Troy.
Oh, he'll be right back. Sir Torrance said that the audio didn't work.
All right. Hold on. Don't know, guys. Don't know what to tell you.
Like I said, it is on YouTube.
Okay, let me confirm. You guys in Cosme are seeing it, but not hearing it. Is that the case? I need that confirmation before I go screwing around with it.
It's a lot of radiation around there, and everybody's just staying there. Ooh.
And in fact, I'd appreciate some other voices besides Sir Torrance so I know that it's on my end and not just him.
It's like there's mega radiation. Let's stand around and observe.
Yeah. Now I will give Godzilla 98 credit when they kind of had the riff on this scene with Matthew Broderick, and they do the long shot going up. You do see the big footprint.
Oh, yeah.
Be gentle with the Monticelli. This is before radiation was really like everybody was aware of how much to take in.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's pick up the extinct animal in a radioactive pool.
Right.
With their bare hands.
Too late now. I always thought trilobites were cool.
And actually, they have been discovered to be not extinct since then.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Wow, Godzilla was ahead of its time.
Torrance says this was before radiation was bad for you, just like how cocaine was good for you in the 1800s.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, with
Plus the
time,
hazmat
everything
suit
gets
hasn't been made
bad
yet.
for you.
Can you guys weigh in that's watching on Kazi on whether or not you can hear it or not? Troy's still waiting for an answer.
Here comes the iconic shot.
Yeah, we're getting our first shot of Big
Fashion
J,
seatbelt.
baby.
Wait. Appropriate phrase will be hold on to your butts.
I love how everyone starts backing away, but the two guys in front are taking pictures.
Yeah, but the one thing is, the second guy, his picture was blocked by the guy with the big flashbulb thing, so he never got the shot.
I don't
Quick
know,
trivia
Matanui.
again. What's this got to do with me? I'm not watching on Cosme.
Down fairly low. You're coming in loud.
Then what I would do is I would lower the volume on YouTube, Matanui.
Quick trivia. They were going to have a dead cow in his mouth originally, but they removed it because it was going to look. It looked so fake. It was going to look funny.
Yeah, well, it is a hand puppet that did that scene, which is why his jaw looks a little askew.
Now they can't. Now Matt is saying he can't hear Troy, but he can hear me now.
Okay, that's the feedback that I needed to know because I had muted my mic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my mic on Cosme, and what you guys need to do is mute YouTube. Otherwise, you'll be getting it twice.
Love the little footprints and the tail drag. Yeah, I love that they put in the tail drag.
And then we invented hand puppets.
Yeah.
You know, legendary Godzilla
Go,
feeds off of
go,
radiation, which
Godzilla.
begs the question: what did Goji eat in this movie?
Anything he wants.
Certainly not humans, because that's not his diet. He would have been attacking them immediately if they were.
Maybe he just lives on radiation.
Like, fish while he's swimming underwater.
Maybe whales.
Yeah. Whales, dolphins, tuna.
Rodan did snare a dolphin and destroy all monsters.
You know what's a very good film is the original Rodan.
Yes.
That's a great film.
Very tragic.
It is. It's very sad. It's kind of sad at the end. You feel bad. That's right. Blame America.
Blame America. Blame America.
Yeah, that seems appropriate.
Well, it's South Park.
Blame America. Blame America. Their H-bombs created Godzilla.
Of course, comedy arguments.
And he says Hesai Godzilla is implied to be carnivorous.
Many versions of Godzilla was carnivorous.
Mhm.
I think you just got to be really careful about being too analytical of these films, because when you have kaiju this large and you start thinking about them living on islands and still having enough food, it gets kind of incredulous.
So basically, don't think too hard about it.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's why Legendary Kong had game in his island. Lots of game.
Well, that's what I was going to say. The Legendary series, they talk about the Hollow Earth and stuff, and I've seen plenty of videos that are like, yeah, Hollow Earth just doesn't work.
Mushy mushy. You can totally hear James Hong.
Torin, I do that too, but at times I just poke fun just for poking fun's sake.
Repeat to yourself, it's just a movie. You should really just relax.
Yeah, let's be thankful it is just a movie, because we got enough, crazy world-ending things going on.
Like I said, I like poking fun at certain things too, but it doesn't ruin the experience of the movie for me.
No, I always suspend belief when I'm watching a film about a big giant lizard crushing Tokyo.
Hey, it's me.
I mean, if you start getting too analytical, someone's going to point out the inverse square law and how Godzilla would crumple under his own weight.
Emiko's got a nice figure.
Yeah.
Things you don't notice when you're a kid.
I noticed her face.
She's a beautiful girl.
Oh yeah, there's a face.
course, with the scene coming up, my child brain was like, "What you screaming for?
Yeah.
I see nothing."
It's left to our imagination.
Until they show it.
Yeah. It is kind of creepy. Oh, this poor little fish.
That tank water's not very clear.
I know, right?
I think it's
Very
probably
murky.
lighting. It could be lighting too, the way it's lit.
I think that's the appropriate water that they're supposed to swim in.
Yeah, it's
You have
probably
to have a different type of
it's
water for them.
salt water. Yeah.
Oh, is he irradiating them?
The oxygen destroyer.
Spoilers.
Well, all right then.
Like it's almost the same sound as the Godzilla.
Yeah.
You killed my fish. I'm not talking to you anymore.
The world must not know that I kill fish.
Oh yeah, I bet you gonna break that promise. I see
Who
terrible
will
things.
believe her?
Ah, the hubris of man.
Yep.
We'll take our big giant ships, we'll have depth charges. That'll take care of it.
You know what would make those depth charges work a lot better? Some radiation.
So Manadoo like, I like how the film's answer to nukes is just as morally dubious as a nuke.
Yep.
I like that little TV screen.
Yeah.
This little straw house.
And here I thought that was Godzilla blowing hot air.
Right.
Oh, young, naive me at the time.
Ooh, I like that Stegosaurus.
Yeah, right?
skeleton he's got. That's pretty
That's my
sweet.
favorite dinosaur.
Mine too. I've always loved the Stegosaurus.
Mine was Kentrosaurus until Dilophosaurus came into my life.
See, when I was a kid, there was a book called The Shy Stegosaurus. After I read the story, it's like I really like Stegosauruses. So that became my favorite dinosaur.
Is
Like
it Stegosaurus or
Stegosaurus, hedgehog
Stegosauri?
I don't have a sore eye.
Okay.
Ooh, Nippon beer.
That's a nice comeback. I'm gonna steal that.
All these people are going to die, aren't they?
Have you not seen
Mhm.
this movie?
It's been years. I just saw two women dancing together. They never did that in the 50s.
I see somebody going overboard. Drunk on a ship.
Actually, I'm seeing them all go overboard.
Godzilla!
See, you depth charged him and drove him right into Tokyo Bay.
Godzilla's pissed.
I just love that drum beat that they used. Yeah, I'd be pretty spooked too if I had a big, gigantic lizard in the bay.
Well, there is a bit of a security concern there, yeah.
Akira Ifukube. Great, iconic music.
Yes. Yes, definitely. Gets the
See, she
blood
even said
pumping.
hi. Hi.
It's a nice little touch when you see people wave to the soldiers going to war,
Yeah.
bidding a farewell.
Uh-oh. Big G's had enough of your crap.
Matt says, didn't this version of the film have googly eyes on Godzilla? No. I believe that was Sea Monster.
Oh, you're gonna make him mad.
I'll snack on my graham cracker. I had fixed popcorn for tonight, spilled it in the floor.
Oh man.
I was such an idiot.
You want some popcorn now, sweetie?
No, I went upstairs to make some popcorn and I saw that we still had soup on the thing, so I got myself a bowl of soup.
I have to get my nurse to vacuum my floor by my bed.
He's still moving.
most
Quick,
of it
5 more bullets.
Right.
He's
I
still
always hate
moving.
these
Just
things.
keep shooting.
You hit somebody, you knock them down, and then you just drop your weapon and start going towards them. It's like, no, you keep hitting them until you're sure that they are dead. You never drop your weapon.
Yeah, jump up and down on his head till he stops moving.
And then do
Unless you
some
run out of
more.
ammo.
Right.
That's what John Wick does. Once he runs out of ammo on one gun, he throws it away, peel out his next gun. Can never have enough guns.
And of course, the iconic, sadly no longer with us, Haru. I can never pronounce his name. Haruo Nakajima.
You pass.
And that suit was not easy to get around in.
I would
No, it
imagine not.
And it was not rubber. It was actually made of like what? Like a concrete kind of a.
Oh gosh.
I forgot
was
the
like
material, but
Yeah, it was. See if I can.
it was
find
very insulated in there too. Buckets of sweat
Yeah.
poured out of that suit.
Here comes the train again.
If you're a suit runner, you will lose a lot of weight.
Yup.
This is the best exercise you'll ever get, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
in one of the Godzilla films, a lady plays a monster.
Oh,
First
okay.
female, it was the Baragon,
Yeah,
I believe,
Baragon.
Baragon.
Tokyo SOS, wasn't it?
Yes, it was Tokyo SAS.
The one with the three magical. The one where Ghidorah was actually a good guy.
Yep, this time.
It was a concrete mixture, not rubber, as people assume.
Yeah, it was GMK. Godzilla,
Oh, Jim
Mothra,
K.
King Ghidorah, all
That's right.
monsters
Yeah,
attack.
yeah. And see, they have GMK, but there's no B. Poor Baragon gets lost in the equation.
But you can still find scenes of her doing her rah,
Uh-huh.
rah, floating around YouTube. It's adorable.
Just like the Terminator. I'll be back.
Oh yes, man, Nui. Very big mouthful.
Did you notice that the Asian people that are in scenes with Raymond Burr, their lips match their words?
Wow.
He could have been a great Clark Kent.
Huh.
It was originally, I think, 50,000. But the American audience, but when they Americanized it, they upped the voltage because they didn't think it was enough.
Oh, okay. Well, doesn't matter how much they up it, it's not going to be enough.
No.
If you're gonna do giant monster movies, then you're gonna have to do Night of the Lepus.
Night of the Lepus, yes.
The big giant bunnies.
Yup.
Giant bunnies.
I still need to watch Colossal.
Oh, the Anne Hathaway one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I do too. I need to watch that. I haven't seen it yet. I downloaded it. I just haven't watched it. I mean, big giant monster movies are pretty much in right now. I'm still waiting for Ultraman.
When you see the streets completely clear in Tokyo, you're not sure if it's Godzilla or COVID.
I have Ultraman
Yes.
Zero. Still haven't watched it yet.
Before phones could record what we had those big gigantic reel-to-reel things.
Right, exactly.
One of my friends had one of those phones way back when I was growing up.
Way back when I was growing up, like last year.
I just love those, like,
Right.
in the music.
Okay, this time we got bigger guns. Fire Will.
What did Will do?
Ba-dum-bum.
Well, there was that time he stubbed my toe.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're frozen in time.
Godzilla's like, cotton candy. It's like me when I use the elevator here, and I always get that shock.
Yeah.
I build up so much static coming down the hallway. Whoa. Oh, there we go.
Haha, that tickles. More. Give me more.
I don't know. He seems a little angry.
Yeah, he
needs a
feels it,
Snickers
but
bar.
it ain't gonna stop him.
He's not him when he's hungry.
Right. Somebody give him a Snickers.
He turns into Mothra.
I knew he says Will knows what he did.
Oh, he's like the original Atomic Breath.
Yeah, exactly.
Or it's not like the big flaming stuff. It's just
Right.
It's
It's
literal
like-
breathing.
just a radioactive mist. Yeah.
dun, dun, dun.
You guys don't watch the anime ones then, because it's just nothing but a beam.
Sir Torin says, I like how Godzilla is working out the best way to navigate through the wall of electricity before finally deciding to just force his way in.
Yeah.
I like the way his dorsals glow in this movie.
Yeah.
Like when he uses his breath and his old back parts light up.
And they're
Brush
dead.
his teeth.
Atomic Breath, Godzilla, you need a Tic Tac.
Yeah.
Better be one hell of a big Tic Tac.
Oh my gosh, that was terrible. The models flipping over.
Wee!
I am Riptor.
Sometimes a lot of when you just see his like legs walking,
Uh-huh.
Nakajima, was it Nakajima? I gotta remember. Yeah, Nakajima didn't have the top part of the suit on. He just had the legs on with like
Well,
these
that makes sense.
big gigantic suspenders. Like he's wearing hip waders.
Matthew Flynn says, fun fact, the chance of Godzilla rampaging through Tokyo is 100%.
Always.
Yep.
That didn't even
Interesting for the
scratch me.
Tokyo weather. It's like chance of kaiju attack is 87% today.
I wonder if they have that in Tokyo.
See, I like that thing where his eyes are black.
Yeah.
It's like black like a doll's eye.
Michael Bay, eat your heart out.
Right.
It's got that War of the Worlds feel to it, doesn't it?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Just not
I mean,
in
if you
color.
close your eyes and just listen.
Ah!
Ah! I like how you see his like outline in the back against the fire.
Yup.
I just love how it melts stuff.
Yeah.
Like the metal, it just melts it.
Really, it's kind of that idea that this isn't just fire breath, right? This
Right.
is, like plasma breath.
Torrance says the only difference between Godzilla and War of the Worlds is that we can't kill Godzilla by breathing on him. Well, there
Yeah,
was that
exactly.
one movie.
No, but he could kill us by breathing on us.
Right, exactly.
It's flipped.
I swear my childhood memories are flooding in right now.
Ooh, whip that tail, bad boy.
That was interesting. That tail movement was actually stop motion.
Yeah.
Most of this is not stop motion.
They use a lot in most of the other later Godzilla movies, like King Kong vs. Godzilla.
The city's
Jeez.
in flames.
I think I'm seconds behind you guys.
Oh, there goes Godzilla in the
Lane
background
Burgess
again. I
said-
love that. I just like how he's walking
People
across
are like
the
dead or
screen there.
dying. And now they're showing Godzilla pacing in front of a building or behind a building.
I got Godzilla is about to. Oh, I thought he was going to knock down that.
I did too.
Just saw a clock tower.
Yeah.
And Godzilla's like,
Not
"Oh,
just
is that
clock
what time it
tower.
is?"
He's like, I don't like how late it is. I'm going to kill it. And there it goes. You see the minute hand drop like about 3 minutes right before it crashes. Yeah, I would not be these guys flashing flash bulbs at this guy. Hey, come kill us. I'm going to die, but I will be brave as my broadcast will live on.
Oh no,
Yeah.
paparazzi! I have to protect my image.
Yeah, that was some getting dead there.
Oh, the poor birds.
Did you notice the clock in that office did not match the clock that he just smashed?
Oh, I didn't actually.
Yeah.
Good catch.
It's like after midnight there, but it was like 11 o'clock when he crushed the tower. Steve Martin about to become a boxed lunch.
Ah. Kind of eerie looking at that. It almost has like the Twin Tower look on the outside of it.
I noticed that too. Mananui said those paparazzi deserved to die. They were stupid.
I see a lot of scenes like this is what made Gojira so poignant for the
Yeah.
time. You see the mother holding her children.
Right. I mean, and a whole city on fire, you know? But I mean, that is absolutely what happened to Tokyo during World War II, right?
Yeah.
The fire bombings.
Fire bombings and
Oh yeah. There's actually a.
I once asked one of my history teachers, was like, why did they use the atomic bomb on a city like Hiroshima and Nagasaki and not on Tokyo? And he's like, because the firebombing had basically wiped Tokyo out.
Yeah.
And they wanted a pristine target. They actually left Hiroshima alone, knowing what they were going to do to it.
There's
Uh-oh,
a
here
movie
comes the Air
about
Force.
firebombings.
Yay, the Air Force is here.
Yeah, they're cheering because they're stupid enough to think this is going to do anything. It's kind of like the people that are pushing for a no-fly zone by the UN.
Oh boy.
Yay, we're going to start World War III. Yay!
What's that saying about Einstein?
Kind of looks like him.
What's saying my Einstein? What?
I don't know what will be fought in World War III, but I know in World War IV we'll be fighting with sticks and stones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, we'll still have plenty of metal around. Make sharp, stabby
mean-
things.
Yeah.
Man, News like, honestly, I'm having a blast watching this. Me too. I love this film, man. So just seeing Godzilla rampaging across Tokyo is just so awesome.
I think after this I'm gonna watch Gojira back to back.
Oh, right. This is where
this
we
music. God, I love this sad aftermath music.
Timestamp, please.
Oh,
I'm at
about
101.28.
101.
He's like, hi, Emiko. I love just how the pattern on her shirt is different.
yeah.
Front to back. It's just so, it took me so long to catch that, you know. And now we get to see what she saw.
It looked like a miniature tea kettle. So basically, it's like Piranha got them.
The skin gets eaten. The skin and flesh gets eaten, and then it even eats up the bones.
Yikes.
Give me another time step real quick.
I'm at 103.10, 11.
10.
We just saw
11.
the oxygen destroyer work.
That was my roommate.
Terrible destructive power until we can find a counteracting agent. If that helps. I don't know. I'm just repeating words.
I'm there.
If they
Don't
don't find
worry.
something to counter it, no one can ever go in the water again. And, well, the fish would die.
Yeah,
And
man.
they would
It's like,
die.
since the Hesai and Showa series are sequels to this, the oxygen destroyer has only ever killed one Godzilla. Yeah, because the other films are basically about Gigantus, which is what they were calling Godzilla for a while. Gigantus the Fire Monster, I think is what it was called. The second big giant Godzilla movie. And of course, the
Supposed
second
to have a
kaiju
country
to show up
accent
in the
there.
Godzilla. The second kaiju in the Godzilla films. Trivia? Anybody? Anybody?
Godzilla
I'm sorry,
2.
repeat that.
Now it's personal.
No, the second kaiju to show up in the Godzilla series of
Oh.
films.
Was it
Godzilla.
Gamera?
Nope. Gamera is a different universe, basically.
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah,
It was Anguirus.
yeah, yeah. I was about to bring that up. Yeah, it's Angerus.
Or Anguirus. They sometimes put either L's or R in there.
No, it's Angerus.
No, I know. That's what I know. But I've seen it spelled with L's. But
No, that's what the people in the back. It's Angerus. That's his real name, not Angulus.
I
That's
know.
stupid American translation.
Fishy, 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 fish.
You got more
Yeah, I
fish?
always felt bad for Anguirus. He was always getting his ass kicked by Godzilla.
I call him the Yamcha of Kaiju. That's a Dragon Ball reference, by the way.
Yeah, man, new Gigantus, the fire monster is just a re-edit of Godzilla Raids again. Which is now thankfully just still called
All
Godzilla
right, break
Raids
it up,
again.
break it up, break it up. Be men about this. Break it up.
It's like Anguirus or Kong. No, it was Anguirus. Yep. Godzilla Raids again. It's Anguirus. He's fighting all over the place.
Some boyfriend. You lost that fight, dude? Really? That's who you marrying?
Well, the other guy's
quote
older and
Troy.
wiser.
To quote Troy, is this what you let me for?
Yeah.
You know, they,
By the way,
you know what they
Troy
should.
never
You know
said
what
that.
these two guys should have done? Just let them fight.
Let
Sorry,
them
go-
fight.
let them fight.
Hey, he has no scratch.
Godzilla, which is reality. I like that. I'm so tormented.
So many people will die because of you.
I was sorry, I was gonna say I always thought eye patches look cool. So majority of my characters I created when I was a kid, I gave them eye patches.
That TV screen is almost square. Well, not square, but rounded, but
Yeah.
it's square size. Oh, this choral music, man. So perfect for these scenes.
It's the singing choir. Those ladies aged really well too.
Everybody held around the radio praying.
That's right, Matthew. It was originally going to be a stop motion until Soupmation was invented.
Godzilla would have been so different if it had been
Right?
all that.
I think it was King Kong that inspired this. Those girls are all growing up
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, they're
Man,
probably in their
he's like
70s and 80s now.
70s, yeah, they're up there.
I'm saying they're only able to at least like group up like 8 or 7 of them to watch this scene again.
Well, when you think it was done in 54, they're about what, 12? So
hmm
32, they'd be 81, 89.
Yeah.
Like my mom. Oh no, they'd be 42. So
By
it'd
the way,
be
Al, sorry
79.
for your loss.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I
It's
saw the
weird.
picture
I
on your
tell you.
Facebook profile.
Oh, my mom. Yeah.
hmm
She was a saint, man. No doubt where she is. Everybody loved her, and she loved everybody. So
So he's destroying all of his notes on the oxygen thing.
yeah,
Yeah, so it won't fall to wrong hands.
he's only got one working version of it. Although we do find out that something does happen. But that's another 50, 60 years. There's a reason why Godzilla versus Destroyer sounds like Destroyer. Dun, 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 dun,
You were
dun.
fighting clones for a while until you got to Destroyer.
Regulator standing
Yeah,
by.
Godzilla underwater, he looks up. He just sees, food.
Right?
Goddamn old timey dive suits, man.
All he's got to do is put his head back and open his mouth. It's kind of like Grubhub, DoorDash.
Yeah, I do DoorDash. If anybody ever wants to send me any DoorDash gift cards, I would appreciate it.
There you go.
Just email me at bigalbowski1@yahoo.com. No, just kidding. See, he's resting. He's laying down, sleeping.
Yeah, just leave him alone. Everything would have been fine.
It was a long night.
I always like the way he lifted his head like he's resting his head on his arm.
Yeah, he's just like, sleeping.
Who was that? At my door?
That'd be a cool prop reproduction to have. An oxygen destroyer.
Can't hang Troy.
I'm getting sleepy. We're losing an hour of sleep tonight, too, guys.
Oh, that's right. Thank God most of my stuff's digitally, computerized. I don't even have a watch anymore.
Okay. Last I'm gonna say is timestamp, please.
1:13:44. There's Godzilla walking underwater.
That was creepy.
Number 2 and number 5.
All right, I'll be at 42 seconds.
See, Godzilla's just innocent, just under the water, not bothering anybody. Well, now anyway.
Yeah, you just dropped a bomb in his backyard. Rude.
and his invention's going to die with him.
And here we go. There we go, bubbling.
The money shot.
You may feel a tingling sensation, Godzilla. As your
Plop,
flesh
plop,
eaten away
fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
for Tokyo.
Right.
Yes, all the subsequent Godzilla movies are not about this Godzilla. This is the original and only Godzilla. All the rest are imposters. No, I'm just kidding.
Even the Millennium Trilogy.
What?
Sorry, quadrilogy. Because all of them claimed it to take place after this movie.
Making sure that no one would ever again create Oxygen Destroyer.
It dies with them.
And GMK Godzilla
By the way,
is
Al,
implied
how did you like
to be this Godzilla.
as
What?
many of the Millennium Godzillas?
The Millennium Godzillas?
Well, yeah, each one they always imply that this is taking place after this movie. They always reboot
But real
they keep
quick,
rebooting the
his poor little fingers are like eaten away.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel so sorry for him. He's just being disintegrated. I just wanted to live. I like the Millennium Godzilla. I think it's like I said, they had to do some rewrites and alter history a little bit. And I like the one where they used the bones of this Godzilla to create Mecha Godzilla. Although here the bones get disintegrated right there as it's happening on my screen.
Yeah.
But then like the deceased Godzilla is supposed to get in another movie gets
GMK.
the ghosts of all the dead from World War II, like bring him to life.
That was GMK.
Yeah. So there's a lot of weird
He's
stuff
now
that they do.
he is
But
he basically is a walking fury of those that passed.
Yeah, GMK is one of the most frightening Godzillas in style.
Yeah, he's got
Those
no
white
eyes. Well, he's got white eyes
and those like teeth. Oh my lord, he's evil looking. But yeah, like
they succeeded if they want him to be scary.
They make like I said, they had made Godzilla a good guy for all those years, and it's like get back to basics, man. Godzilla's a big giant lizard who does not care about these little
mostly heroic during the
around.
Showa era. So if I had to compare Godzilla to Superman, I'll say if I had to compare Godzilla to Superman, the Showa era was the Fleischer films. The Heisei would be the Timbers, and the Millennium would be kind of like a slightly better New 52, so to speak. Would that be a good comparison, Al?
I really don't know because I like the Millennium ones. I didn't like the Snyderverse crap or the New 52 crap. Directed by Terry Morse, and Ashiro Honda, of course, directed Gojira. Terry Morse came in as the director of Godzilla King of Monsters for the American version, he was originally an editor, and he wanted an editor, someone that could piece together the film the way he did. And I think he did a wonderful job. It's like I said, except for, it becomes obvious the more you watch it and when you really look for it. But growing up, I really couldn't tell that it was pieced together from one film and then stuff was popped in.
That put you to the ringer,
Yeah.
didn't
Very
it,
well
Troy?
done.
Yeah.
Toho
Or
Productions.
rather,
presented by
a
Tool
better comparison
Enterprises.
for the
Well, folks, that
a better comparison.
is Godzilla King of the Monsters 1956, the classic, the one that got me into it all, probably still to this day the best, much like people say that Christopher Reeve's Superman is the best Superman movie. This Godzilla to me will be the best Godzilla film. And you were saying, Wolfie? Sorry, I just had to do my end of movie.
Sorry.
schmooze.
Yeah. Sorry, I picked out a better comparison for the Millennium Era DCAU movies. I would think that would be a good comparison for the Millennium Era.
Yeah, I
Where you
wouldn't
started
even
with Crisis on Two Earths.
Yeah, I wouldn't even worry about comparing them. Godzilla has, for all the weirdness that has come out of Godzilla, and even like Godzilla's Revenge during that period, they're a ton of fun. For, like I said, this one, the early ones are very poignant, very allegorical of the nuclear age. But then, of course, they turn Godzilla into a good guy where he's fighting other monsters who are trying to destroy stuff. Pretty much after King Kong versus Godzilla, they started making him a good guy, which is kind of weird. I always, for some reason, I would compare it to wrestling, especially when he does the drop kick. It's like Godzilla's Hulk Hogan from the 80s. He just doesn't lose. He gets beat down, but he comes back and wins in the end. That was always my thing. I was like, that was the Godzilla from like the 60s and the early 70s show era stuff.
Matter
like,
which one.
Maybe it is Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla.
At least like 3 or 4.
Well,
I'm sorry, I was talking about Matt's comment there. Like, which one?
Yeah, there's 2 of them though, isn't there? Because there's one that's
there's more than 2.
And then one that's like, oh god, what is the Mechagodzilla one? There's a whole bunch of.
There's Showa Megagodzilla.
I'm trying to find.
There's Terra.
I'm trying to
find
the
original. This is the one with that start off as Terminator. The one with the apes.
There's Godzilla raids again, and the invasion of the Astro Monster. That's Ghidorah. Godzilla. Okay, Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 74. Then there was Terror of Mechagodzilla in 75. And then Godzilla against Mechagodzilla from 2002. So that's the Mechagodzilla ones. But yeah, Godzilla, then Godzilla raids again, and King Kong versus Godzilla, which I did not know was only the 3rd one. I thought there was a few more before that. And then the classic Mothra versus Godzilla, which is a really good film.
I was Team Mothra.
Okay, Thorin, you making me do this.
Well, most people are Team Mothra.
No, Thorin has a comment that I want.
Let me tell you something, brother.
I want to do my Hulk Hogan. Oh, you beat me to it.
Kong thinks
I was going to do my Hulk Hogan impression.
Feel the power of the Godzilla maniacs tonight. Sorry.
Let me tell you something, brother. Kong thinks he's got a chance, but we feel the power of the Godzilla maniacs tonight, or Zilla maniacs.
I still remember my.
Yeah.
I think it was my 2nd year in college when first WrestleMania happened. with Hulk Hogan and Mr. T versus Roddy Piper and Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. God rest his soul. God rest both their souls, actually. The Zillamaniacs.
Before there was Undertaker, there was Ultimate Warrior for me.
Yeah, Ultimate Warrior. Well, see, I grew up when there was still Bruno Sammartino and oh damn, I can't think of his name now. The one who was originally the pupil of him and then turned on him, Larry Zbyszko. I don't know if you remember him, but yeah, the old WWF days. But yes, Godzilla is just, oh god, just so iconic, deservedly so. A wonderful, still alive and well in cinemas today, thanks to the legendary pictures and hopefully more of those to come, because they have been absolutely really great, in my opinion.
Quick
Got a little
question,
problem with
Al. Quick
some
question.
design aspects. Okay. Not quick enough.
Mhm.
Wait, okay, go.
What did you think about the inclusion of the oxygen destroyer bomb in Godzilla King of the Monsters 2019 or 2018? Sorry, 18.
Yeah, it was all right. It really wasn't that effective, so it was just kind of a throwaway reference. I thought it was fine. It
Yeah, I
was
think it was a
due,
bit
you
too.
know.
Yeah.
They didn't need it. Didn't really need it. But they needed a reason for Godzilla to be really hurt and need that nuclear jump start that Sarazawa was able to give him before the bad thing happened to him. But
hmm
that is Godzilla, and of course, then next week, Netters Networks Retro Cinema presents what? Netters?
Big Fish.
Yeah, we go from big lizard to big fish.
Oh, Big Fish next
I
week.
still haven't
Tim
watched that
Burton.
movie.
I have not either, and I'm going to wait until I watch it on the stream.
It is a really great
I've
It
movie.
seen
is a
Big
good movie.
though.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. I've never seen it. Just one of those films I just haven't gotten around to. But 2 weeks from tonight on Big Al Presents Films with Friends, we're still in Monster March, but we're going American and we're doing Tremors.
Tremors.
So we're going from under the sea to under the ground. The great Fred Ward and the great Kevin Bacon, one of my favorite team ups in a film. Just a lot of fun. So Monster March will
Hey,
continue
you forgot the
in 2 weeks with
key.
Tremors. The key what?
You forgot the key player, Burt Gomer.
Oh well, there's a lot of great guys in that film. We'll get to it. Of course, there's Reba McEntire also.
And
Oh, yeah.
Reba.
Yeah, it's just a lot of great characters. Well written film, well acted, well done. Just a ton of fun. But yes, that's going to be the next movie on Big Al Presents, and then 2 weeks after that, the first rewatch in April that I have. Going to have to discuss this one because we're going to need to start it a little early because I want to do the 10 Commandments, which is 3 hours and 40 minutes. So I'm thinking if we start at,
Yeesh.
I want to start at 8 Eastern.
We'll
But
start
I
at
don't know.
noon.
Yeah, we'll start at noon.
Yeah, so if we started at 8, it'll be over before 1 o'clock, which is pretty
Fair
good.
enough.
Yeah. But I don't know what that would do to you guys because we're talking starting at 7 your time. In the mid zone there.
Yeah, we could do that.
But
We're flexible.
but yeah, well, like I said, it'll figure out. But yeah, 10 Commandments I want to
Anything
do.
early is cutting into my work time, so yeah.
And
if you were starting around that time, I'd be late.
after that, since there's no real theme to April, because I'm doing that because Easter and it's a great film to do at that time of year. I'm thinking about doing a one-off that we were talking about on Soundtracks of Birdman the other day, Agent Boomer brought it up, and he's a big Clint Eastwood fan. I'm thinking about
Oh.
doing The Outlaw Josie Wales,
Oh, nice. Yeah,
which is a
yeah.
man film, baby.
It
But
is.
yeah, great film, and that's tentative though. Let's not It's not 100%, but it's very tentative. I want to do it, but I only want to do it if Boomer joins in because he's a big Clint Eastwood fan. And they had me in their Dirty Harry rewatch the other night. And that was a lot of fun. First time I ever saw Dirty Harry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd never seen the original Dirty Harry before. I'd seen some of the other ones, but I'd never seen the original. But I definitely have seen The Outlaw Josie Wales, and it was one of the films for the longest time, and still kind of is, a film by which I identify real men from fake men. If you have seen The Outlaw Josie Wales, you're a real man. But now that has changed, and now it's Tombstone. If you've seen
Oh, okay.
Tombstone, you're a real man. But
There
it's
you
kind
go.
of the same thing, a little more modern, younger. The Outlaw Josie Wales is a little older film, so. But yeah, a lot of fun stuff. I don't know about May yet, but I do have June figured out. June's going to be Giant Robot June, and it's going to be Robot Jocks and Pacific Rim.
Nice. I haven't seen Pacific Rim, so it'll be an
We can
excuse.
live.
Yeah, so
We could
we're gonna-
live.
so we're going to do that. Yeah, Robot Jocks is kind of probably do that one first, and then like the second one be the more modern one like that. But yes, next week though, like I said, we're well ahead, and all that's tentative. But next week is Big Fish. Looking forward to that. And Wolfie, what do you got coming up on your channel? Anything that you can promote or?
Nothing more. Just we've already
listening to
covered
some of
femininity and
your.
masculinity.
Yeah, I was listening to some of your masculinity one the other night. That was pretty cool.
I hope it wasn't too raunchy for you.
No, you do. There was a lot of flexing of like Cavill and a few other people, and I was like, okay.
Well, that was for the ladies.
I know.
That
It
was for the ladies in our group.
making me a little uncomfortable there, man. I'm telling you, a little, No, I'm just kidding.
I told
But,
everybody I was going to be doing this for
do
the
you
ladies.
have-
If you don't, this is not your trend. You should leave.
Do you have certain days you just kind of like when you can? Do you have a scheduled days
No,
that you do
it's still the
anything,
same. It's the same formula. No, it's the same schedule, just different time now, evenings since I the new job,
Okay, what day? Now, what
and
days are
everybody's
they?
been working well with that schedule. Tuesdays and
What days
Thursdays.
again? Tuesdays and Thursdays. Look out for I almost said the Birdman.
Wolf
Wolf
Commander
Pit Media,
Rambles.
the Wolf Commander Rambles. Different subjects. He's got some great people on there. Good discussions going on. Tomorrow, Geeky Geezers. What's happening on the Geezer show? Or is there a Geezer show?
There is a geezer show. We are
Awesome.
starting a little differently than usual. Instead of a what do we call it? Good old days. Or I
Mhm.
guess we're talking about bad modern days. He's planning on having a guest to talk about No Time to Die. So,
Oh, that's right.
a
Yeah.
film that I have not seen, but I will be the I will be
saw
the impartial referee.
I saw most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Oh, hi, Evelyn. You're a little late. We've already finished.
oh, hey, Evelyn.
Yeah.
Evelyn was I'm not gonna say, but I knew she wasn't gonna be here. So
Okay. Fair enough.
yeah, but she's here now. That's good. Give me a thumbs
Thanks
up.
for
How's you
stopping
doing?
by. That's always
Definitely.
cool.
Always
But
good to see you.
yeah, and
Thinking about that, I'm thinking I'd be talking a little bit about Obi-Wan Kenobi.
yeah,
maybe?
we'll at least mention that the trailer dropped. I got some things to say about it, and there's some gaming news, and yeah. The week's geek news,
Actually, I
of
just want
course.
to point something out after Troy.
What's that?
Well, I'm getting
Me
ready
and
to run through the list.
Matt,
So.
me
Go
and
ahead.
Matthew will be talking about robots this Thursday
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
from anime
But
robots and all that stuff.
anything,
You know.
Anything else going on tomorrow with you,
No,
Troy, or Nanette?
nothing else on Sunday.
Okay. Monday night, of course, look out for Sound Engraver around the 9 o'clock, 9:30 range on her. Not sure what she's going to be doing. She's been on a little bit of a Lord of the Rings thing lately, so we'll see. Tuesday night, hopefully, I'll be on. I'm thinking it's going to be the Catholic Bible Geek, and we're going to get to do the next couple chapters of Return of the King. Because missed last week because professor stuff grades were due. Wednesday night, Soundtracks of Birdman is doing. Oh, what are they? THX 1138, if I believe
Yep.
that is correct. Thursday night. Don't know. Anybody?
No idea.
I'm not sure if anything's happening on Thursday. I'm sure there's something. Just keep an eye out for anything. Troy,
Just
drunk,
me.
drinking stream. Oh yeah, well, like we mentioned it earlier Thursday on Tuesday. Keep an eye out for Wolf 10 Media. Friday
Yep.
night.
So Friday night, I don't have a topic yet in mind because I'm also waiting to hear on potential guests. But I did plan last night and had too much to drink, so I'm going to do it this week. I'm going to do an on-air or on-stream taste test of Russian and American vodka, and I'll tell you what my opinion is. I would
that can only lead to pain.
I would include Nanette in that, but she wouldn't like either of them, and so it
Oh,
would.
no, I like screwdrivers.
You're just trying two, right?
Just the two, yeah.
Okay, now you're trying them straight or in a mix?
Oh, I was going to take them straight.
Okay.
Because otherwise, you're gonna have the taste clouded.
Yeah, I want to really get the taste.
Just wondering. What any brands?
So the Russian one is Stolies.
Okay.
And the American one was like
Buddies
American vodka. So it should be very, very interesting.
Like Buddies, it's got to be good.
Yeah, we'll see.
But yeah, well, we'll see what Troy thinks about the two different vodkas next week. And of course, Saturday for Big Fish. I want to thank everyone for joining us. Without you guys, it really wouldn't be as fun. Love having you guys talk to us in the chat. It's always great having you here. I'm so glad I had a nice little crowd tonight. Bigger than usual.
Yep.
I gotta totally put that on the big G. Godzilla. He'll bring in the viewers. Keep an eye out for anything I might come out with during the week. I'm still kind of sluggish and not as motivated to do other things. Still, like I said, still going through some stuff.
Yeah.
And did I hear a knock? I don't know. But yeah, I'm hoping to start doing videos again. I hope you enjoyed my new what'd you think of my new opening with the little drive-in theater motif?
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, just something I was trying. I'm always good. I'm always evolving, always doing new and fun things, trying to keep it fresh. But anybody got any final words before we sign off here?
Well, as I always say to everyone, Al was already starting to say, it's like, we can talk amongst ourselves, and that's just fine. But it's so much more fun when you guys are here, because you're not just friends, you're family. So we do appreciate you. And if you're not already subscribed to Big Al Presents, Troy Pacelli, Nutters Network, Wolf 10 Media, please subscribe to us. We really would appreciate it. All the links are in the description below.
I hope.
And we do appreciate that.
Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I do.
No, I checked. They're there.
Okay, good. Yeah. Well,
all right.
Links to all the Al Pal network. Hey, I've named it. Great. Everyone, have a beautiful Sunday. Don't forget to
God bless you.
Forward, yes.
Spring forward, fall back.
So we're losing sleep.
Yep.
Well, you know what? I'm just going to wake up whenever I wake up anyway. I ain't got nothing to do tomorrow except watch Office repeats like I usually do.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, well, the life of a disabled homebound person.
Understood.
Okay, take care, everybody, and I'm so glad you joined us. I had a lot of fun doing this, and till next time, take care. Goodbye.
Night, everyone.
Nice.